Today, we're coming to you from the grand halls of the University of Birmingham, an institution steeped in discovery and research since 1900. The University of Birmingham was the UK's first civic university, a place designed for everyone, not just the privileged few. Every one of our graduates today is part of that proud tradition of learning and achievement. Degree congregations at the University of Birmingham date back to 1901 and are held here in the Great Hall, right at the heart of our Edgbaston campus. Attended by nearly 30,000 graduates and guests each year, these events are the highlight of the university calendar and represent for many students the conclusion of their studies at Birmingham. Originally built as a cathedral to learning, the Great Hall never fails to impress our visitors. The building is Grade 2 listed, and it's really the details that make the space so special. It features a trompe-l'oeil domed ceiling located above its formal marble entrance. The entrance is bordered by archways that are designed to draw the eye towards the centre of the room. The music you can hear is being performed by our very own student musicians. They often perform versions of modern pop hits or songs with a Birmingham connection. As our graduates wait for the ceremony to start, this is a time for them to reflect on how far they've come. They may think back to the first lecture they attended in a packed lecture hall, making friendships that will last a lifetime. Maybe they're thinking back to their first eureka moment, when their chosen field of study finally clicked into place. Or perhaps they're thinking about late-night debates in the guild, that group project that pushed them to their limits, or the spark of inspiration when they saw their research was really making an impact. Today, they close one chapter and open another. A degree from the University of Birmingham is more than just a name on a certificate. Our graduates are recognised by employers for their resilience, creativity, and dedication. Soon, they'll find many exciting opportunities waiting for them. A quick shout out to the staff, students and volunteers who have made this special day possible. We couldn't have done it without you. Also, a reminder to share your photos from today on social media. Make sure to tag our accounts so we can engage with your moment. The audience is a mixture of graduates who sit in the back of the hall, and their loved ones who are seated near the stage. During the ceremony, the graduands will make their way up to the stage, accept their scroll, and be applauded by their families and fellow students. In the sea of formal robes in the ceremony, attendees may spot black gowns, red and green gowns, and possibly some other eye-catching colours. The black robes are worn by those graduating with their bachelor's and master's. Green and red robes are for those picking up a doctorate degree. To the families, friends and supporters watching from home today, your encouragement, pep talks and well-timed cups of tea have helped our graduates reach this day. Let's take a moment to appreciate the parents who still don't quite understand what their child studied, but are immensely proud regardless. Well done, everyone. You've earned this celebration. Soon, our ceremony will begin. There's a degree of pomp and circumstance to the day that echoes back through the years. These rituals connect our graduands today to students from the very first British universities formed in the 13th century. This procession isn't just tradition for tradition's sake. It's the university's way of honouring the past, affirming the authority of scholarship, and marking the threshold our graduands are about to cross. Now it's time for the procession to start. Senior academics of the university are led into the Great Hall by 2 mace bearers and will sit on stage throughout the ceremony. There is a mace bearer at the front of the line and one at the back. The latter is called the Esquire Bedell. Both carry large silver maces that they put down on stage. This is a ceremonial kick-off to the day. The mace bearers are usually staff members from the university who have volunteered to take part. Row by row, the procession makes its way up to the stage, passing proud faces in the congregation, students in mortarboards, parents wiping away tears, tutors exchanging proud glances. A senior member of the university, such as the Chancellor or a Provost, will be the last to take their place. They'll stand before the attendees and declare the congregation open.
Good afternoon. I declare the congregation open.
So I don't believe it's the correct start to one of these ceremonies to say if we keep to time, we'll be out in time for the football, but we'll see where we get to. So, good afternoon, everyone. As ever, this is a wonderful day and a real celebration. My name is Neil Hanley. I'm Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Head of the College of Medicine and Health, one of the 5 colleges that makes up the University of Birmingham. As ever, and genuinely it is, as ever, it is my absolute privilege and pleasure to welcome you to Birmingham, our wonderful campus, the green spaces, the trees, to the Aston Webb building, and here in its Great Hall. This is today's ceremony, but more importantly, it is your ceremony. Please do take time afterwards, wander around outside, make the most of the beautiful campus. You're very welcome, and it really is wonderful to host you. This afternoon, we're celebrating PhDs, wider doctorates, a range of master's degrees, postgraduate certificates, our bachelors of dentistry, our bachelors in dental hygiene and therapy, and our masters in pharmacy. And I hope I've not missed anyone out. All of these disciplines are central components to the excellence of the college, the excellence of the university. To all of you, our graduands, our friends, family and supporters, and those who are watching online, wherever you are, thank you so much for being here. It's a special occasion for you, but trust me, it is also a very, very special occasion for us. So, to start things off, I want a big round of applause and some cheering to get you in the mood for what's going to follow. Chancellor, I think they might be a good audience. Most people graduating today are health-related, likely to be working in and around a health service in some shape or form. Stay kind, even at those tough moments, and as importantly, never lose that sense of curiosity. You must keep asking why and how. And again, as important, inspire and lead those around you to do the same, because it's so important. For those with higher degrees, well done. Congratulations on breaking new ground in your research. You are graduating from a university that is a tremendous superpower in health and life sciences. Be that the £1 billion of new research awards over a 5-year cycle. That places us right amongst the very best in the country. Be that our performance, your performance, in national exams, where in pharmacy we ranked first in the country for the situational judgment test that determines the foundation year placements, or second nationally in the general registration exams. We're the only Masters in Pharmacy with a better than 90% pass rate at first sitting of finals continuously in the last 4 years in the country. Tremendous, tremendous performance. And of course, sustained excellence is testament to the awesome students in front of me, but also the great staff behind me. Our dentistry, we rank 19th in the world. We are the top site for dentistry outside of London in the UK. One of my favourite evenings of the last year was actually very recently, and that was going along to the dental graduation ball a few weeks back in Edgbaston. It was simply a really wonderful evening, full of smiles, friendship, students hugging members of staff they hadn't caught up with for a while. I was satisfied there were no safeguarding issues to be concerned about. Prizes, awards, laughter. And of course, the trick of a Pro-Vice-Chancellor and head of college is to help foot the bill, and then, as importantly, know when to slip out the exit to let the real fun begin. And I'm sure I wouldn't have been let down. I'm sure it was a hoot that went on long into the evening. And of course, recently, across the whole of our campus, University of Birmingham students have just voted us the best university in the Russell Group in terms of satisfaction with our courses, the National Student Survey. We're hugely proud of that outcome. But more importantly, we're proud of you, to those people who are sat at the back of the room. So thank you very much. Finally, I'm going to close with a personal request. Please, please, genuinely stay in touch. It matters deeply to us. We want reunions of our large undergraduate programmes in years to come. To set the benchmark for you dentists and you pharmacists, the record in medicine is 60 years down the track. Retired doctors in their mid-80s having their photograph taken in the same place as they had their graduation photograph taken all those years earlier. Surely you can all manage that too. They're simply wonderful moments. But of course we can't do it if we don't have your contact details. So please, please stay in touch. So, your moment has come. As you are guided up onto the stage, our fantastic Chancellor, Sandy Okoro OBE, will admit you to your degree. Please remember Professor Patel has the toughest job in the House, navigating all of your names in precisely the right order. Please be kind. When your name is read out, that's your graduation. Big smiles for the camera, both on the stage but also as you walk down the carpet back towards your seats. Friends and family, now I'm confident based on the first one, that is your moment to cheer, shout, applaud, take the roof off. And again, as ever, I have one last word of warning. Glamorous footwear, a life-changing moment. Everyone always knows what's coming. Those steps are quite steep. So please be careful as you come up. So, again, from my perspective, completely mean it. Thank you so much for being here. It's no university if you're not here. Thank you for listening. Congratulations to everyone.
Now for the handing of the scrolls.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Upam Patel and I'm an Associate Professor of Restorative Dentistry and Head of the Department of Dentistry. It's my pleasure to be the presenting officer for this ceremony. Chancellor, to you and to the University, I present the names of these graduands, as listed in my programme, proved worthy to be admitted to their respective degrees.
By virtue of my authority as Chancellor, I admit those persons listed in the programme, both in attendance and in their absence, to the degree to which they are to be presented.
College of Medicine and Health, School of Health Sciences, Doctor of Medicine, for research into risk of progression to end-stage kidney disease in patients with chronic kidney disease, Harjit Kaur Bachu. Doctor of Pharmacy, for research into working to reduce the harm from prescribed medication within the hospital setting, Leanne Stewart. Doctor of Philosophy, for research into the discovery of novel EGFR and HER2 kinase inhibitors, Fatima Saleh Al-Balawi. For research into the use of 3D printing to manufacture ethylene vinyl acetate-based multi-layered tablets, Mohammad Shireen bin Amri. For research into electrochemical methods to prepare drug metabolites, Rido Azra. For research into shared decision-making between patients and clinicians in parastomal hernia, Susan Blackwell. For research on the role of orthodontic tooth movement in the development of root resorptions, Hassan Muesaya Dawood. For research into factors influencing clinical workload in general practice, Livia Andoa Dawa. For research into workplace investment in mental health and well-being, Luke Henstock. For research into the etiology of pulmonary sarcoidosis with respect to inhaled occupational exposures, Christopher Charles Huntley. For research into setting up a new standard for testing solubility of dental materials, Nezma Ali Mohammed Ali Hussein. For research into the implementation of environmentally sustainable practices in surgery, Virginia Leder. for research into the explanations and causes of sex differences in childhood obesity in China, Shuo Yao Li. For research into the role of quorum sensing in oral biofilm formation and periodontal disease, Mali Nagy. For research into blood-borne virus testing in at-risk and underserved populations, Matthew Vincent Anthony Page. For research into the methodology of inter-observer variability studies in diagnostic imaging, Laura Quinn. For research into the effects of low-frequency ultrasound on endothelial cells and blood vessel formation, Lisa Marie Shrien. For research into the role of neutrophil granulocytes in COVID-19 and its complications, Peter Smith. Master of Pharmacy, Asio Adam. Malaika Ahmed. Tadrin Ahmed. Uzair Ahmed. Tanzila Goria Ayaz. Radia Akhtar. Malik Al-Hagabi. Aksa Ali. Bilal Ali. Maria Neha Ali. Israth Al-Mansur. Mohammed Shadat Alam. Oluwademi Loa Urujo. Humera Asif. Francis Estil. Ria Ojla. Lara Awad. Ali Aziz. Angel Babu. Nicole Bang. Saman Batul. Hafiza Begum. Pawan Bamra. Delna Elizabeth Bibi. Daya Kaur Billing. Krushi Dino Kantilal. Jody Christine Ugalino Carrion. Louisa Chekrazi. Ria Kaur Chadda. Jia Chalotra. Manusha Chandramuli Swaran. Amritpal Chatta. Fiona Sherian. Samia Chaudhary. Nabil Chaudhary. Shazia Chaudhary. Sami Chaudhary. Holly Kong. Peter Marcus Cook. Danielle Dean. Samira Diria. Adam Dinoz. Nicole Izerdon Wan. Amina Faisal. Isabella Louise Garcia. Akash Grewal. Abdullah Haab. Laith Hassan. Yusra Hassan. Aliyah Hussain. Aliza Hussain. Noha Hussain. Zainal Hussain. Ayub Ibrahim. Isma Islam. Oliver Jackson. Gazella Sadat Jafarahim. Maisha Jahan. Isha Javed. Tiran Jaj. Taran Singh Johal. Fionn John. Harriet Alice Jones. Mohammed Kashef. Simarjot Kaur. Hikmat Aniola Kazim. Aisha Khan. Alia Khan. Ramisa Khan. Aksa Bibi Khan. Danish Junaid Khan. Ruth Kib Reub. Amy Kimati. Holam Ryan Mack. Vivian Maykeen. Aisha Karshid Malik. Amir Munafiki. Samuel Iko Man. Aya Matala. Sandeep Mutharo. Omolola McDowell. Amy McLaughlin. Jihan Mahmood. Tasneen Malik. Sarah Monsi. Eden Mustafa. Oscar Suporochi Moanayake Evarist. Malak Nabki. Laiba Nadim. Mariam Nadim. Lababiba Nana. Martina Nassim. Yasin Anjay. Sarafina Okeke. Olusegun Temi Lolowa Olia Yemi. Adina Ahmed. Nathan Osmani. Piranavan Panchalingam. Isha Patel. Hafsa Patel. Georgia Jo Price. Umair Rashid. Shahid Abdullah Abdul Rahman Saif. Khadija Salam. Rahid Salim. Amani Saleh. Oluwaseyi Shokunbi. Amrit Singh. Jamie Lee Skidmore. Alexander James Smith. Kimran Sohal. Naseba Solomon. Mahmuda Soni. James Stevens. Afia Nayab Sultan. Danaid Tadesi. Asma Tanvir. Peter Diwana. Anthony Tran. Lukman Uddin. Shoaib Upadhyay. Miran Ahmed Ways. Sophia Williams. Bethel Wandemu. Mariam Youssef. Samira Youssef. Mariam Zafar. Miriam Ali Syed Abdul Nabi Al Zira. Sruti Anil. Mansha Faki. Laurie Foster Davies. Akfla Opanwa Oji. Rajeshri Patel. Aditi Aman Prabhu Gaonkar. Priya Surkar. Oliver Topping. Harry Wallace. Master of Science, Dental Materials Science, Surah Zaid Hussein Abani. Master of Science, Health Economics and Health Policy, Shabana Shashya Siyanam. Restorative Dentistry, Jessel Pankania. Naomi Taylor. Bachelor of Dental Surgery, Dentistry, Sakina Abdul Hussain. Hannah Fion Alexandra AJS. Iza Ahmed. Mohammed Shamil Ahmed. Halim Ali. Iman Zara Ali. Shireen Anari. Ronan Singh Bagri. Sananda Balkrishna. Halima Begum. Preet Kaur Bamra. Ruqayya bint Imad. Anya Simran Chabra. Sanjana Kaur Chahal. Sharif Ahmed Mohammed Abdallah Elata. Jasmeet Kaur Garcha. Andrea Chijo. Harleen Kaur Garial. Madeline Rose Godwin. Isha Gogna. Janvi Bhupesh Gudka. Alex Richard Greenaway. Sadia Haq. Rayan Hussain. Ruqayya Hussain. Henna Ilyas. Yusuf Islam. Govind Manjit Singh Jandu. Arun Singh Jandu. Evan John Jones. Razana Vidya Joseph. Dhruvi Manoj Kanadia. Ishmeet Kang. Araf Saeed Kasham. Flora Melody Keats. Omar Khalid. Aisha Kanzia. Natasha Isabel Mayin Laweb. Drew Mitchell Lilliman. Midhushant Loganathan. Katrina Ann Mackenzie. Parth Darshak Malde. Zara Anna Malik. Freddie Fox Mason. Tanya Roya Mazahari. Grace Lokangemoy Mboyo. Michelle Mirza. Ariba Nasir. Christy Mai Ng. Sumaya Kamlesh Pankania. Sanjeevara Parimaladan. Aishwarya Patel. Rahul Pragnesh Patel. Charles James Portlock. Sumaya Raman. Sachin Rao. Rahul Sachin Roy. Tivani Sakti Krishnan. Syed Shabir Al Hassan Shah. Yaya Hani Galal Abdulaziz Shokot. Kimran Kaur Shergill. Noor Mohammed Al Saeed Shaikon. Anna Lucy Smith. Sukhjot Singh Sohal. Megan Susu Shien. Mia Ellen Sullivan. Nikita Shivani Suri. Dia Taylor. Layla Udin. Hannah Vania. Jasleen Kaur Verk. Sarah Rose Watts. Emilia Grace Wiles. Sebastian Sholade Vaughan White. Evie Williams. Zara Grace Wan. Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene and Therapy, Lauren Abbott. Khadija Ahmed. Zainab Aloob. Rebecca Gollings. Rosalind Kate Heels. Gabrielle Jones. Yusra Khan. Zunaira Khan. Emma Markey. Hannah Frances Price. Vaishali Rajan. Kimran Kaur Sandhu. Hamna Shafiq. Kiana Shah. Manor Shahid. Sumaya Sidat. Hazel May Tovey. Gabrielle Van Heijs. Postgraduate Certificate in Respiratory Medicine, Benjamin James Hughes. School of Infection, Inflammation and Immunology, Doctor of Philosophy for research into oral inflammation in patients with Behçet's disease, Anna Pavida. College of Medicine and Health, School of Health Sciences, Master of Public Health, Agiboraina Oster Okenwa. I will now read the declaration for the University of Birmingham healthcare professions. For the graduates from our healthcare professions, please stand, and can you join me in saying together the declaration? Okay, let's begin. In accepting my degree today, I recognise that I embark upon a career involving care of patients, families and loved ones. I promise to reflect on and uphold, in all I do, my duty as a healthcare professional, and to put the care of patients at the heart of all my actions. I shall treat all patients with compassion and respect. I shall listen and explain, so they may reach decisions on their care and on their treatment. I shall never compromise the safety or the dignity or comfort of my patients, nor shall I discriminate against them or my colleagues. I shall justify the trust placed in me by patients and by individuals, and by society by working with integrity. I shall keep my knowledge up to date. When I make mistakes, I shall acknowledge them with candour to my patients and report them. I shall learn from error. I understand that I alone must take responsibility for all I do and be prepared to justify my acts and my decisions. I declare that I will justify the privilege that the award of my degree bestows on me. Thank you and congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, let's try that again. Good evening, everyone. I know it's late, but we've got a little bit more to go. Now, I know you are all proud, parents, siblings, family, friends, everyone in the front rows, of our amazing graduates today. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to raise the roof again. They can do it, can't they, Neil? As loud as you can. This is the last ceremony of the day. Raise that roof to congratulate our graduates at the back, please. Well done, well done. Remember, this is a celebration. You're allowed to make noise. Even during my speech, by the way. You're allowed to make noise. Yes? The whooping here and there is welcomed and encouraged. My name is Sandy Okoro. It's my honour and my privilege to be Chancellor of this wonderful university. 3 generations of Okoros have been here. My mother did nursing. I did law and politics many decades ago. And my son, who I gave his degree to last year, did criminology, and I gave it to him on this very stage. So I know what it feels like to be a parent and family and supporter at the front, and I know what it feels like to be a graduate as well. So one of the great privileges I have as Chancellor is to give you, class of 2026, some words of inspiration before you go out of these great doors. And I thought what I would do today is I would tell you 3 things I wish I had been told when I was in your position. So the first thing is that I wish someone had told me to be unapologetically me. Not to be a first-rate version of myself, not a second-rate version of someone else. One of the best pieces of advice you can have. We live in a society where we see a lot of social media. We see it as if everybody's life is perfect. Trust me, it isn't. And we're scrolling and we're thinking somehow we are missing out on something. But let me tell you, you are not. You are watching someone's edited and finished showreel while you're living your backstage, behind-the-scenes version. So don't compare and contrast. And if you're feeling like, oh, everybody's got it sorted, I'm behind, I don't know what's going on, you are not behind, you are becoming. And today is not a full stop. It's the beginning of a wonderful new paragraph. You've worked really hard for that, so enjoy. And let me tell you something about being unapologetically you. It's a story that happened to me not long after I graduated and went into my career in law. And let me just remind you of my surname, Okoro, O-K-O-R-O. I find that pretty easy to say. I find that pretty easy to spell. But when I graduated, I was told, you know what, Sandy, that's a bit ethnically sounding name. I think you need to change that. Otherwise, you won't get anywhere in some of the top British institutions in this country. And I thought, no, there is no way I am changing my surname. I could have done at the time. I was married and had a very English surname I could have used instead. But that marriage didn't work out, so he's gone. He's not under the patio. He's gone. He wasn't up to the job. So I'm really glad I stuck with my surname. It's part of my culture. It is part of me. It is who I am, and it talks about my heritage. And I thought to myself, because I can be a little bit stubborn sometimes, if there is an institution out there that doesn't want me to work for them, then I don't want to work for them. And let me say, this was a very, very rubbish piece of advice, because I went on to work for some great big British institutions in banking. I worked for Schroders, I worked for Barings, I worked for HSBC, and then I went to work for the World Bank. And so it just goes to show that people can tell you some rubbish advice at times. Don't take it. Stay unapologetically you. And what I want to say is that you must stand your ground when it comes to who you are. Love your culture. And you can have more than one. It's not a competition. You can have as many as you want. But whatever it is, love it. Embrace your identity. Cherish your story. These are not obstacles. They are your true foundation. And never, ever, ever, promise me this, shrink because you feel you need to make somebody else feel comfortable. If the room is too small for you, find a bigger room. And guess what? Guess what? The right room will never, ever require you to leave your identity at the door. The second thing I wish I'd known, or listened to more carefully, is the invaluable advice my father gave me when he said, Sandy, your education is something no one will ever be able to take away from you. My father came from rural Nigeria. and neither of his parents, my grandparents, could read and write. And he was taught to read and write by the British missionaries, and he ended up getting a scholarship to the London School of Economics. So he truly knew the value of education. And Nelson Mandela said something very similar. Not to me, by the way, personally, but we know he said this. He said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Class of 2026, you have this in your hands, and I'm expecting you to change your world. We are in challenging times, without a doubt. Markets rise and fall, governments change, jobs come and go, sometimes jobs don't come. But no one, absolutely no one, can repossess your education. And to every parent, supporter, sibling at the front who's so proud of the graduate you've come here to support today, you may not have been coming up on stage, you may not have been in the fancy robes, but you are part of this, and you graduated here today as well. And graduates, please give all your supporters a big round of applause once again for being here for you. So, the other thing I want to tell you, the third thing, is opportunities are going to come along. And you are going to be maybe a bit scared, a bit worried whether or not you can do it. Let me give you one piece of advice. Always say yes when you fear it the most. That is when you will really soar. When you are scared, when you think you can't do it, but someone has asked you to do it, do it. Always say yes when you fear it the most. You will not disappoint yourself, and you will be surprised at what it is you are able to do. And remember, you always have an education from the University of Birmingham behind you to back that up. Because the biggest moments in my life and the biggest moments in your life will begin with you saying yes when you felt you were not ready. If you wait to be ready, you've waited too long. Remember, always say yes, and you will be surprised what you can achieve. And yes, we live in a world of AI that we're all a little bit scared of and what it's going to mean. And AI can do many things. It can write reports. It can analyze data, which will be very useful for most of you, I'm sure. It can even compose music. But what it cannot do is it cannot be kind. It cannot be courageous. Those things you're going to need in your profession. It cannot build trust. You are going to need to build trust. It cannot, and this is so important, replace your judgment, and you're going to need this in your professional careers. And it cannot be you, and the world needs you. You are leaving university today with something technology cannot generate, and that is you are a University of Birmingham graduate. Only you could do that. And you will have built friendships here. You may have overcome setbacks. And the ideas you have challenged and the person you have become and the world you're taking with you really, really, really needs you. It needs your energy, it needs your compassion, and it needs your curiosity. And most of all, it needs your courage. So, I always write a poem for my graduates, and I've got one today, and it's called Go Bet on Yourself. Because when the moment comes and you have to bet against yourself or bet on yourself, you better be betting on yourself. And let me just stop for a moment, talking about betting on yourself. England is playing Argentina tomorrow, and I am betting on England to win. Chancellor said it has to be true. So, here's your poem. As you leave the halls today, don't let your courage fade away. The road ahead won't always be clear, but don't let doubt become your fear. Remember where your story grew. This place believed in all of you. Now carry hope in all you do, and let your values guide you through. Wear your name with pride each day. Never hide who you are away. Stand up tall, be strong, be kind. Lift those still a step behind. Some doors will close, that much is true, but others wait because of you. Keep knocking, keep taking that chance. sometimes life begins with one brave glance. When fear says, wait, you're not enough, answer back, I'm made of tougher stuff. And when the world asks, who are you? Smile and let your actions prove. So dream out loud, stand strong, aim high, stretch yourself towards the sky. And when life asks what you should do, go bet on yourself and England too. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now I'm soon going to release you to be reunited with your loved ones and to celebrate. May I ask you, please don't leave the hall before the graduates process out, because this is one of the best parts of the ceremony, is the procession out. Okay, I declare the congregation closed.
ceremony that completes the university journey for hundreds of Birmingham alumni has come to an end. The procession begins to stream out of the Great Hall, carrying with them the maces that were set down at the start of the ceremony. It's a nice bit of visual poetry that bookends the ceremony. As those maces are carried forward, so too are our graduates onto their next adventure. This is a powerful moment for our graduates, representing the culmination of years of dedicated study. The education, connections, and friendships they have made at Birmingham will last a lifetime. The University of Birmingham is known for producing great thinkers, change-makers, and innovators. From Nobel Prize winners to sporting champions, this institution has shaped minds that go on to make a real difference in the world. Today's graduates are stepping into that legacy, ready to make their mark. Whether they're heading into research, launching businesses, or, let's be honest, finally taking a proper break before the next adventure begins. From the Great Hall to the wider world, our graduates will carry the knowledge, ambition, and spirit of Birmingham in their next chapter. Wherever you're watching from, this is not just an ending. It is the beginning of something exceptional. The live stream has now ended.